Hey, yo, Superior JC here. Let me just get this out of the way quick. Um, 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 uh, shit, you can barely see, man. But anyway, uh, right? People that want you to be secluded by yourself and shit like that. I'm trying to see where the light is at. People that want to be, I'm not gonna walk backwards. People that want you to be secluded and shit from others, right? They don't even know that they be bringing you closer to that brings you that that bring that brings you closer to God. In a way, they do help with that. They do help with that. But yeah, um, they don't even be knowing that um, makes you and God's relationship even tighter. I don't mean that that you some fucking end all be all or fucking some shit or you know it all. Not to say that, but my hair is so dry right now. They don't know that makes that doesn't make, but helps bring you and God's relationship tighter, right? And then another thing is they don't even be knowing that. Like they think like, and another thing is people don't understand whatever you want to call them, chosen ones and shit like that. Is that you don't even be literally looking for. Like I can't speak for everybody, but I know a motherfucker like me. Motherfuckers don't really be looking for someone to like people to hang with like that. You know what I mean? So remember what I said at the beginning of the video. People that want to seclude you, make you an outcast, make you stand out, and try to do anything by any means in their power to try and do so, right? But not knowing that brings you closer to God, and you don't give a fuck to hang with motherfuckers like that in the first place. You don't care to hang with a motherfucker like that anyway. You know what I mean? So that's one thing like I was thinking about recently. I go, yo, it doesn't mean like your relationship with God is perfect and shit like that, right? But that's what that shit be doing. Somewhat making a motherfucker relationship with a nigga relationship with God that much better when a motherfucker try to separate you from people and shit like that, right? It's like interesting how it works. But it's like you gotta get to like a level of like not a certain level of not giving a fuck to even you gotta get to a certain level of not giving a fuck to even operate like that, right? My hair is so dry, it's pissing me off. To even operate like that, yeah, you gotta like not. You have to have a certain level of not giving a fuck in this motherfucker. You understand? Yellow. But I'll expound upon this maybe in the future, so like that. But remember that though, man. I'm not done with the video just yet. Remember that though. Motherfuckers wanna separate you, right? Oh, this is another point I think I can add in here too. Is that people don't even realize like there's certain situations that made you even get to that point of that level. I feel like you can't hear me on this video. That level of not giving a fuck, right? Like people don't even realize like certain things have to happen in order to in order to get there, whether that's you, them, for me, shit like that. But yeah, people try, my arm's getting fucking tired, but people that try and separate you or want you secluded. One sec here. Or want you secluded, right? They don't even be knowing, hold on here. They don't be knowing you don't really be giving a fuck to hang with people they be thinking you trying to hang with, or people in general, or just a 1-2 motherfuckers to do creative shit with, or whatever, fuck around with. That's about it. But chosen, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know a motherfucker don't need anybody to chill with like that. So yeah. And what starts to happen is motherfuckers start to recognize patterns, right? This is why people don't fuck with other people. It's part of why, shit like that. You gotta start to recognize patterns and shit, right? And this is shit that nobody know you know. And patterns with a different select group of people, right? And not to say no one's perfect and shit like that, but when you're operating on a certain frequency, energy, and vibration and shit like that, I don't even know if it's not just that, but when you're operating like that, you're able to you're able to see and shit. You're able to see, but yeah, you gotta be, yeah. But not only that, you gotta be you have to be you gotta be in and out of shit to be able to you gotta be in and out of shit, you know what I mean? You gotta be able to literally be in shit, but you gotta be able to be out of it to have a to have any kind of grasp, an inkling of what this whole magic spells and witchcraft shit. You gotta have some kind of inkling what's going on. But yo, I'm gonna continue this video though. Let me cross this. I'm gonna continue this video. I'll probably come and touch on this again. But yeah, man, I want to come through and say that, like, people want you separate from motherfuckers, but you don't. If you didn't before, now you don't even really fuck with a motherfucker. You already seen so much shit. You already seen so much shit with a motherfucker. And on top of that, probably what else, the other point I was saying, but the pattern shit, yeah. But the first thing I was saying is that oh, we made it, nigga, we made it. Is that yeah, people want you to separate. So the main point that brings you closer to God. People wanting you to be separate from other individuals and shit like that. Brings you that's not that brings you to hell. All that does is just gonna amplify bringing that closer to God. But the only reason why you're able to get closer with God is because the only reason you're able to get close with God, another point just flew across my head, shit, is that you have an overstanding of shit. You literally, you know what, you have a higher idea, you have a stronger feeling about something than a lot of other folks do. And that's how you're able to bring that relationship with God closer anyway, in the first place anyway, because you're able to comprehend shit in the first place, period. That's pretty much the point I was trying to say. You go so you gotta let people do what they do. And then this is another point too, I'm happy I didn't end this video yet, is you kind of see, if you're not like a strong raw wizards, and I don't be having shit on my floor, I don't be sitting Indian style doing all that shit, right? But raw wizards and wizards and witches at the end of the day and shit like that, right? So another point, you'll start playing out what your enemy, what someone who doesn't like you is doing. You'll start playing that, like, but it's like when you stay genuine, and when you can stay genuine with it, it's kind of justified, right? But like people love to have people divided and conquered, right? So it's like, what's up? What I was gonna say? Like if you're just not aware in life of what's going on a lot, you start seeing yourself play out. Like if you're not able to be aware of shit, you'll start seeing yourself play like how they play, right? But certain shit comes with experience, man. You know what I mean? And all we're trying to do is, right? Well, not for everybody. I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of this shit, all we trying to do, a lot of this shit is pump adrenaline, right? Pump adrenaline. Right? Not evoke. Well, a lot of people like to, provoke. Can't evoke, I mean evoke. Evoke a thought, evoke a feeling. See, motherfuckers can't do that kind of shit. So, it's another little point I wanted to add in, is that when you start getting complex with it, when you start getting advanced with it, you can start seeing you can like get high. It's a little saying, you can get high like they get high, right? You can gotta put my gloves on, shit. You can get high like they get high, right? You can I put this. You can so you can tap into their energy, but it benefits you more because you know why you're doing something. A lot of people don't know why they're doing something. So I'm gonna say it again. If you're listening, you're listening. You can tap into their energy, but it's more you can get you can grow more fruit. You can grow more fruit off of it because you're aware of why you're doing it. A lot of people don't know why they're actually doing what they're doing. So, AKA, you biting your own tail. You biting your own tail and shit like that. Or you think you're getting away. So this shit go deep. You think you're getting away with something? I would a motherfucker. Yes. Not with a brother, not with a spirit like me. Not with a dude like me. So that's like pretty much goes for anybody. That's how like, see, that's one thing me for end this video, right? Like, growing up, you know, I'd be called dumb and shit like that, stupid and shit like that. But like I've always actually knew I can be smarter or better than what I was, right? You don't understand how complex the spirit is and shit like that. Even someone who's disabled, that part of their life gets amplified, right? Like people don't give themselves enough credit. I don't want to get too off the tracks here. I'm gonna keep what I'm saying, but people don't give themselves enough credit, man. But yeah, I don't want to get too far from what I'm saying, right? People that want you to stay, castrate you, want you out. All that does is help bring you closer to God. You were already getting close to God in the first place, because if you're even able to see how that brings you closer to God in the first place, so you're already getting closer with God. But I'm saying, no one's perfect. I can be on demon time too sometimes, but not like demon time like other people and shit like that. I can. Not everything is all peaches and cream with a motherfucker like me, but everything be on my own time and in my own confines, not having to be a demon with somebody else, right? Like a lot of people have that problem too. Like y'all gotta be demons with somebody else. I can be a demon on my own time, but in my own space, in my own no motherfucker around me, right? Now end this video. Superior JC. Hope you enjoyed this video, man. Remember, people that want certain people castrated, separated away from people, not knowing you don't give a fuck about hanging with those people, that helps bring you closer to God. You was getting close with God in the first place. That's why that can help bring you closer to God. That's the main two. And yeah, we've been seeing patterns of shit of like this shit is a stock market of knowing not to fuck with your ass. 3, 4, should I keep going? Superior JC, man. Hope y'all enjoy y'all lives, y'all day, y'all night, and I'll see y'all. Catch y'all in the next video, man.